Hello, dear friends. Welcome to another edition of Spillin the Tea with Father Rob, a weekly update. My goodness, that sounds goofy. Anyway, I've got lots to cover this week, but before I get into important parish updates, please stick in. I've got lots of important things to cover near the end of this. I want to give you a little update on my week away as I walk the way of Stella Maris, this 110-kilometer walking pilgrimage from Holy Cross Church in Middle Musquodoboit to the cathedral in Halifax. It was a beautiful time. We had 27 pilgrims. The age range was from 81, dear Madeline Berrigan from out in Fall River, all the way down to 10 years of age, our very own Ben Brown. So it was a great time. A walking pilgrimage, of course, we intentionally set time apart to pray for our own intentions that we bring forward, but also to pray for our archdiocese. And so it was a lovely opportunity to do exactly that in the midst of a whole lot of fun and good exercise. So it's all around excellent experience. Here's a couple images and a few thoughts from along the way. I hope you enjoy them. And I'll get back in a second with the update on the parish. And right now I'm in the beautiful rolling hills of the Musquodoboit Valley. It's an overcast day. Humidity is fairly high. It's quite warm, but it's lovely. Thank goodness the heat is not blazing down on my old bald head. So just a quick note to let you know that I'm thinking of y'all as I'm walking. I am praying for you, for our parish. I'm praying in a special way today as well for Edith and Pat Fleming. On August the 4th, they celebrated 65 years of marriage. What a beautiful witness to not only longevity, but also the sacrament of marriage. So congratulations to Pat and Edith. What a blessing. All right, I'll check in with you again later. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye. It was indeed a very beautiful week up there on the way of Stella Maris, so I'm happy to share those few images with you. A few other important things going on around the parish that I want to bring to your attention. The first concerns St. John the Baptist's closing Mass, which you know is for 4 p.m. on Sunday, September the 26th. We will also be having 2 Sunday Masses there, both on September the 12th and the 19th at 10:30 in the morning. Just so the next time you're in the building is not just to at the very last Mass. So we'll be having 2 Sunday Masses at St. John the Baptist on September the 12th and the 19th at 10:30. I have a meeting with the closure committee from St. John the Baptist on Monday. This committee is being led by Mary Claire, and the purpose of this committee is to help us through the closing process. So not just the liturgies, but anything else that you may want to do. So for example, I've heard that some people may want to go in there during the week to just sit in that beautiful old building to pray. Others have mentioned they'd like to bring loved ones in for tours. So part of the agenda is going to be not only when the building is going to be open during the week for tours or quiet prayer or whatever, but also anything else that you down at St. John the Baptist may want to do as a community, be it receptions or whatever. So if you have ideas of something that you would like to see in the closing process, please shoot me off an email or Mary Claire, and it will be discussed on Monday. So I look forward to talking to you next week about the particulars of our closing plan. Now let's move out and discuss some news out of St. Paul's in Herring Cove. During phase 2 of I should back up and explain. The process that the bishop has invited all parishes to consider, all of these new parishes, so for us, the parish of Stilla Maris, to consider our existing infrastructure and resources and the like. It's a process that we're going through. Phase 1 was where the leadership was engaged to make a recommendation to the bishop. That has been done, and those recommendations have been made to the bishop by the leadership team. Phase 2 then begins an intentional process of community consultation that involves both an opportunity for public consultation, prayer, and discernment. And the bishop is very adamant, and I totally support him on this, that through this process we should be offering Sunday Masses in all of these locations. So as for St. Paul's, we will resume bi-weekly Sunday Masses beginning on September the 19th at 4 p.m. throughout the phase 2 process of consultation. There will be other activities involved, public consultations, as I mentioned. Details I'll let you know details when they're simply not known yet. So as soon as we're able to plan those, we will. The main purpose for me addressing this now is I want you to know that starting on September the 19th at 4 p.m. there will be bi-weekly Masses at the St. Paul's location during this phase 2. Okay? And it's bi-weekly because there will also be a bi-weekly Mass held out in Ketch Harbor in the community hall, which is the community hall there with the fire station. Alternating weekends, so September the 12th will be the first Mass out there, again at 4 p.m. The reason why I've started this Mass out in Ketch Harbor is I hear the voices coming out of Ketch Harbor that are sad, frustrated, and angry with lots from the past. So I can't change that. I'm a new guy here. I'm trying to do my best to pastor to this new entity called Stilla Maris, which includes everything from out in Sambro, Ketch Harbor area into the Rotary. So there will be bi-weekly Masses held out there as an opportunity for me to meet people who feel quite frustrated with this process, to hear their voices as I pray for peace and unity in our new parish of Stilla Maris. That's the purpose for these Masses out there. And the last Mass in the community center will take place on December the 12th. So bi-weekly, both at St. Paul's and out in Ketch Harbor. For St. Paul's, bi-weekly throughout the phase 2 process, and for Ketch Harbor, bi-weekly ending on December the 12th. Okay, I hope that's all clear. A couple of other brief points. We received last week reports of an audit that was done by the Archdiocese of the parish, financial audit, and I'm really pleased to say that it was a very, very positive report. So well done, Susan, for all of the work you've done behind the scenes, keeping up with this amalgamation process, amalgamating all the books. The report could not have been more positive, so thank you very much, Susan, for your tremendous work behind the scenes. My last point, I've been in touch with a man by the name of Richard Johnson, who lives up in Antigonish. He's well known to many of you out in Herring Cove. He's pretty passionate about cemeteries in Nova Scotia, and I've given him permission to start working with the parish towards tidying up the the old St. Paul's Cemetery down on Herring Cove Road. I was in there a few weeks ago, and it's overgrown. It's in pretty rough shape. So I am delighted. In fact, I would say it's an answer to prayer that someone like Richard has offered his support in helping us get that place looking a little more appropriate for a place where we honor our deceased. So more to follow on that. I'm looking forward to working with Richard on this. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, please send me off an email. My email address is right down here, and I look forward to navigating with you. I've just mentioned a lot of changes, especially around Mass times at St. John the Baptist, St. Paul's, and St. Peter's. We're going to get through this one day at a time, and I'm recording this on Friday morning, where the gospel today, Jesus told us to love our neighbors as ourselves. And so, and I preached very briefly. I just asked everyone that in the midst of all of this, in the midst of the hurt because of building closures and the like, in the midst of all of the pain, please be kind to one another. Please let us try to support and love one another. And I want to emphasize one point. This is not about closing churches and all of us going to St. Michael's. This is about starting something totally new, which is a new parish of Stella Maris. And I'm committed to working on this. I'm committed to working with all of you through all of the different locations. So let's be patient with one another. God is not done with us yet. Of this I am certain. And so let us rest on our faith. Let us join together in our desire for peace and unity as we gather around the Blessed Sacrament of our Lord. Okay, God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye. I've really enjoyed taking this time to pause, to pray for our parish, to just understand. The psalmist on my mind is, unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. So can we all please pray for our parish? Pray for exactly what we say at every single Mass: peace and unity. God bless.